be more than human.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is J.R. Carroll. I am the author of the More Than Human novels, and today we are going to talk about Task Force Hammer, the newest book in the Expeditionary Force saga. Now, this book could not have come at a better time. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily in a reading slump, but I haven't found that book in a while, probably in a month or two, that really I'm so enjoying this book. You know, I've read some books that were good, but man, this felt like coming home. And I am so glad this is like a secondary, arc. Like, we finished off the Elders, right? They're at Aftermath or Failure Mode. Forget which one was the last one. I'm so excited about getting the new books. But this is like a whole new saga. It's a whole new world. It's what we kind of were hoping to see at the end of the first saga, right? We're like, why are we ending here? Isn't there more out there? There is more out there. I'm going to keep this mostly spoiler free. Maybe I'll throw in a little bit here that shouldn't ruin anything because the book just came out a couple weeks ago. I will say that this book did sneak up on me a little bit. I knew it was in the air, but I probably missed it by about like 12 days by the time I read it. I normally get Expeditionary Force books done in like the first day or two. But Craig doesn't miss here. I think the last one, some people were a little bit disappointed in the last one. Not the case here. We are off to the races in a new direction, a new enemy to look forward to. We still have all the old faithful, all the old favorites that we're watching out for. But here at the beginning, very beginning of the book, not going to ruin much for you, but Scarandum has retired, living on a beach, just soaking up all the alcoholic drinks like he likes to do, and he is pulled back into the game, which I love because Scarandum is probably one of my top 5 characters. And I feel like Craig said to everybody, he goes, okay, I hear you guys. I'm going to give you more of what you like. Verdun Jakes is hilarious. Every time he enters the scene, he steals it. I literally laughed out loud at least 3 or 4 times that Verdun Jakes was, appeared. So that is great. If your enemy ever has you 2 steps behind them, just call Skippy the Magnificent. Because Skippy is, he's back on point. Joe and him, their relationship, it's like we're back in the middle of the books. We're hitting the ground running. This book to me felt kind of like, when they brought back, not Game of Thrones, but, House of the Dragon, and everybody was worried. We're like, oh no, like the last season, 2 seasons of Game of Thrones was bad, but it picked right up where we left the awesomeness of Game of Thrones. Same thing here. I feel like he's back in form, and we're headed, and he has a direction that we're headed to, and I think to me, the way this book came out, he's got it all planned out now. And of course, we're talking about the Outsiders, right? Or the Outsider, who knows, right? But, now it's all about stopping the outside entity. And Skippy and Joe, this adventure goes, we even see something I've been waiting for, something that has been done in so many sci-fi, books and sci-fi movies and TV shows and like end of the world scenario stuff with this certain type of thing. We touch on it here, and it's like a small section, but it's a big deal, and it's super cool because I'm like, it has to have happened, right? This has to have happened. So I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you all are going to get super excited as soon as they mention it. There are very emotional moments in this. It starts off kind of like most of the books start off kind of happy and funny, and let's miss with Joe a lot. Let's miss with Skippy a lot. Let's karaoke, missing with toasters. A lot of weird things going on. Ship failures that we have to invent fancy ways to get out of. Right? Those are all here. But I will say the ending to this book is one of the hardest hitting endings in any X-Force book. So I am crazy excited to get the next book. I know it's 6 months away maybe or so, but the next book I am going to be reading day one, and I'll have the review out to you a lot sooner. Guys, if you've read it, hit me in the comments. What did you think about this book? If you haven't, how excited are you? Are you starting to get more reinvigorated? Because I know some people after the end of the first saga were like, but I think we're back, guys, and I can't wait to hear what you think. Make sure you like, subscribe, check out the Discord, do all that good stuff, but more importantly, be more than human.